Shabrichu ushchinte, hineni muchan umezuman, lekayem mitzvat aseh, leshem yichud. Shabrichu ushchinte, hineni muchan umezuman, לקיים מצוות עשה של ספירת העומר, של ספירת העומר, של ספירת העומר, של ספירת העומר.
That is a song that came out by Yosef Goldman. And we love to play it every night when we count the Omer and get into the mood. So we didn't play the whole thing. It's on YouTube and Spotify, so check it out.
Link in the comments.
I'm Ariella.
And my name's Aryeh.
And we are doing day 17.
היום יום 17 יום, שהם 2 שבועות ו3 ימים. Omer.
So the other day, Aryeh and I were thinking about how we could take our Omer practice up another notch. Every year we try to do an activity. So last year we watercolor painted each day, which was really fun. The year before that, I wrote a poem for every day of the Omer. And this year, we are interested in making flower essences for each double day of the Omer. So, Chesed Shb'Chesed, Gevura Shb'Gevura, and Tiferet Shb'Tiferet.
Which is today.
So, what's a flower essence? I'm sure a lot of you already know that because we do live in Berkeley. But just to give a quick overview of what a flower essence is, the idea is to capture the essence of the flower. And that's done by picking a flower, anyone that you'd like that's speaking to you. So we're going to choose one that's speaking Tiferet, Shb'Tiferet, whatever that means. And having water, ideally spring water, but we don't all live by a fresh spring. Going outside with a bowl, filling the bowl with the water, and putting that flower in the water and letting it soak up the essence of the flower through the energy of the sun. Ideally, you'll have it out there for about 4 hours, and after you remove the flower and you bottle that essence, you can mix it with a little bit of alcohol if you want. You can just leave it as is. And the idea is that in that little container, you have used the sun's energy to transport the essence of that flower into the water.
So what is Tiferet Shb'Tiferet? As many of us know, each day has a Kabbalistic fixing in the Sphira that goes through the chain. And Tiferet is a mixture of Chesed, loving kindness, and Gvura, restriction, or boundaries. So Tiferet is usually or often translated as beauty. But beauty felt a bit weird to me as a translation of Tiferet. It felt like it missed a bit, especially in English. Beauty has this sort of outer beauty. Yeah, you have inner beauty, but you have to kind of say inner to make it inner beauty. If you said beauty, it kind of defaults to outer. So anyways, then I was thinking about it, and today we were learning Pirkei Avot, chapter 2, and Rebbe Yehuda Hanassi, the great Rebbe, creator of the Mishnah, founder of the Mishnah, had something to say, which I felt spoke deeply. He asks, or he says, what's the way, the derech yeshara, for someone to walk in this world, for someone to live their life? What's a proper, straight way? And he said that his actions should be tiferet to himself and tiferet to other people. And so I thought, wow, like that really can't just mean beauty in that sense. Like that's beautiful to himself or herself and beautiful to other people. And so this whole week I've been exploring internally and externally what Tiferet means. And I had a friend whose name is Tiferet. So I asked her, what does Tiferet mean to you? And she said, harmonizing. To take opposite energies and to make them one, to harmony. Like similar how it appears in the Sephirotic chain. You're taking chesed and you're taking gevura and you're harmonizing it into one essence, into one being. And so I thought, wow, what a beautiful idea that Rabbi Yehuda Hanasi is giving us here. That what does it mean to walk in a straight path? Is to be able to put yourself into the actions, but also to put the other person. And to harmonize all of the different energies in this world. Some people want us to walk this way, some people want to walk that way. It can be a struggle. I want to be like this, you want to be like that, but to harmonize it and to bring it all together.
Yeah, it's almost also to harmonize the different parts of ourselves. You could start in there, and then being able to do that might allow one to be able to harmonize between different opinions, different truths.
So the blessing for the flower essence that I'm hoping for, and that I give everyone here, is that we're able to take these things which seem different. A flower seems different than water, which seems different than the sun. There are these three different energies, earth, water, sun, air, and to bring them all together, to harmonize these things all into one. And through that harmony, we can take that harmony with us. The flower essence continues in our lives forever, and we can drink it or smell it or whatever we want to do as we move through our lives when we feel like we need a bit more harmony, when we feel like we need a bit more of unification. Right now, we're all sheltering in place, working on our individual selves, working on our familial selves, to say in the cave. And, when Rabbi Shimon left the cave, at first he wasn't able to live in that world of harmony. And Hashem sent him back in, said, go back into the cave. So with God's help in the right time, we'll all be able to leave from our houses and we'll be able to see each other and see the whole world really as one integrated being, one organism. I think that's what a deep lesson we're learning here is that we all impact each other on even the most microscopic level. So we should be blessed to live in Tiferet Shb'Tiferet, to go through ER with a feeling of healing from Hashem, and to feel all the disparate parts of ourselves, of our family, of our community, of our whole world integrated into the one.
Amen, honey. And if you don't have time to do a flower essence, I would just invite everybody who's counting the Omer and maybe feeling, at least sometimes I feel like, I'm just counting. I'm just counting this number and moving on. To find a way to make that Omer practice a part of you. And that also is harmony. How we can use our Yiddishkeit, whether it be in isolation or in community, things are always changing, but to remember that if we're not in harmony with the practice, then I don't want to say it's as if we haven't done the practice, but we're missing so much of that practice because we're not harmonizing with it. So I bless us all that during this Omer, we can also find the harmony in counting and take something with us and be changed by it.
Amen.
Amen.
Shavua Tov, Chodesh Tov.
Shavua Tov, Chodesh Tov.